Have you ever been underestimated? Have you ever felt the sting of silent jealousy? Not because of something you said, but simply because of the man you are becoming. There's a strange moment every man encounters on the journey to greatness. When you start rising, you will trigger something deep in others, something they often don't even understand themselves. It's called envy. It's called insecurity. It's called fear, not of who you are, but of what you represent. Proof that growth is possible and that excuses are not enough. You won't always hear their envy. You won't always see it openly, but you will feel it. The ancient Stoics understood something most men today have forgotten. True greatness doesn't announce itself with words. True greatness doesn't defend itself against gossip. True greatness moves like a silent storm. Undeniable, unstoppable, unforgettable. It's not about arguing with small minds. It's about building such undeniable excellence that even your enemies are forced to admit it. And when you master this way of living, you'll stop being shaken by opinions, rumors, and judgment. You'll start walking in the kind of power that only a few men ever discover. Today we're going to dive into 4 Stoic moves that will teach you exactly how to do this: to rise without boasting, to endure without bitterness, to build without noise, and to live so powerfully that your life itself becomes your loudest argument. We'll bring in the wisdom of history, the unshakable truths of Scripture, and the real strategies that strong men have followed for centuries. This is not just about looking strong, it's about becoming strong, deeply, quietly, and unstoppably. Like this video, if you're ready to build silent greatness, share it with a brother who's walking the hard road, subscribe for more real wisdom, and drop a comment below. I'm letting my greatness speak louder than words. Let's begin. Chapter 1. Master the art of silent progress. In a world addicted to attention, the most powerful move you can make is to stay silent and build anyway. Everyone today is shouting. They're shouting their plans. They're shouting their dreams. They're shouting their success before they've even earned it. And in all that noise, they lose the very power they are trying to gain. But the Stoics knew real power is quiet. Real greatness is silent until it is undeniable. Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher king, wrote something timeless. Don't waste time debating what a good man should be. Be one. Be one. Not talk about becoming one. Not argue that you are one. Be one. Live it so deeply that words are no longer necessary. When you are truly growing, you don't need to explain yourself. Your results will speak louder than your explanations ever could. Silent progress protects you. It shields your dreams while they are still fragile. It strengthens your roots before the world sees your branches. It allows you to move without interference, to build without envy, poisoning the soil before your work can bear fruit. Imagine a tree in its early years, small, vulnerable, exposed. If it boasts before its time, it draws attention it cannot yet withstand. But if it grows silently, if it roots itself deep, if it focuses on strength first, then when the storms come, it will not be moved. The Bible speaks this wisdom too. Even a fool is thought wise if he keeps silent, and discerning if he holds his tongue. Proverbs 17:28. There is profound strength in knowing when to speak and when to stay silent. Not every success needs a speech. Not every victory needs an announcement. Not every moment of growth needs an audience. Because the audience that matters most is the one watching your consistency over time, not your noise in the moment. When you move in silence, you don't waste energy defending dreams that aren't fully built yet. You don't invite jealousy that can sabotage your momentum. You don't allow fear or doubt from others to cloud your inner certainty. You guard your energy. You protect your focus. You honor the sacred process of slow, steady, powerful transformation. And when the time is right, when your roots are deep enough, when your strength is undeniable, you won't need to say a word. Your life itself will shout. Your discipline, your work ethic, your peace, your success. All of it will become a louder testimony than any argument ever could. Remember, the greatest kings don't announce their arrival with noise. They build empires that no one can ignore. You are not here to impress people. You are here to build something so strong, so excellent, that even your silence becomes unforgettable. Master the art of silent progress. And the day will come when they will see, and they will have no words left to speak. Comment below, I will master the art of silent progress. Chapter 2. Endure their envy and keep climbing. If you are moving upward, there will always be those who resent it. It's not because you hurt them, it's because your progress reminds them of the places where they have chosen comfort over courage. Envy is the tribute that mediocrity pays to excellence. Seneca, one of the great Stoic minds, once said, "It is the nature of the ignorant to despise what they cannot understand." You have to realize something early if you are serious about building a powerful life. You will be misunderstood, you will be resented, you will be envied, but you must never let their emotions become your distractions. Envy is their problem, not yours. When someone envies you, they are not truly angry at you. They are angry at themselves. Your progress exposes their procrastination. Your discipline exposes their laziness. Your bravery exposes their excuses. And some people would rather hate the light than admit they stayed too long in the darkness. But if you try to explain yourself to them, you lose. If you stop to argue, you lose. If you dim your light to make them comfortable, you lose. You are not called to manage their emotions. You are called to finish your climb. The Bible reminds us powerfully, do not fret because of those who are evil, or be envious of those who do wrong. For like the grass, they will soon wither. Like green plants, they will soon die away. Psalm 37, 1-2. Stay steady, stay grounded. Let their envy burn itself out while you keep your eyes on the mountain you were born to climb. There are 3 types of people you will meet when you rise. 1. The admirers, those who are inspired by your growth. 2. The indifferent, those who don't care either way. 3. The envious, those who hate your progress because it reminds them of their stagnation. And you must understand, the envious are loudest, but they are also the least important. Their bitterness is not your burden. Their smallness is not your concern. You owe them nothing, not an apology, not an explanation, not even a reaction. Your greatest weapon against envy is unshakable consistency. Every time you choose to keep climbing instead of arguing, every time you respond to pettiness with progress, every time you outgrow the noise instead of getting trapped in it, you win. You don't beat envy with anger, you beat it with excellence. You don't beat jealousy with words, you beat it with undeniable fruit. Let your results become the answer. Let your resilience become the lesson. And never forget, if you stop moving every time a dog barks at you, you will never reach the summit. Keep climbing, because in the end, when you stand at the top, the ones who mocked you will have no choice but to whisper your name. Not because you fought them, not because you argued with them, but because you built something too powerful for even them to deny. Comment below, I will endure envy and keep climbing. Chapter 3. Let your excellence break their doubts. There is only one true answer to those who doubt you. Excellence, not arguments, not anger, not proving yourself through endless explanations. Excellence is the only language that critics cannot deny. Epictetus, the great Stoic teacher, once said, "Don't explain your philosophy, embody it." In other words, don't waste your breath defending yourself. Live in such a way that your life becomes a silent thunder that silences every whisper of doubt. When they say you can't do it, let your achievements speak. When they say you're not good enough, let your character shine. When they say you're wasting your time, let your results answer. This is the hard lesson every great man must learn. They will doubt you first. They will resist you next. They will admire you last. The Bible captures this eternal principle with divine power. By their fruits, you will recognize them. Matthew 7:16. Not by their arguments, not by their promises, by their fruits, by what they build, by what endures, by what rises from their efforts, generation after generation. Your excellence is not for your pride. it's for your purpose. It is the ultimate testimony that your struggle was worth it. Every man who has ever built something great faced seasons where he was doubted, and it is precisely in those seasons that he decided to let his work become his answer. Think of the builders of ancient cathedrals. They laid stones they would never see completed. They endured storms, they endured shortage, they endured mockery, but they kept building, knowing that long after their names were forgotten, their work would stand as proof. You must live like that. Let your excellence be the legacy that answers every critic. When they slander you, stay focused. When they minimize you, stay focused. When they betray you, stay focused. Because if you stop every time someone doubts you, you will live trapped by their smallness. But if you build anyway, your life will rise like a tower above their noise. This is why it's so important to love the process, not the applause. Applause fades, approval shifts. But the man who loves the work, who masters his craft, who builds with excellence every single day, that man becomes unshakable. He doesn't need applause, he doesn't need validation. His results speak for him, and that is a freedom few men ever find. In the end, your critics are not your enemy. Their doubt is simply the fire that sharpens your excellence. Let it sharpen you. Build quietly. Work fiercely. Refine yourself daily. And when the time comes, when the world finally sees the masterpiece you have been carving out of sweat, patience, and prayer, there will be no need for explanations, only respect. Comment below. I will let my excellence break their doubts. Chapter 4. Stand unshaken. Become the man they can't ignore. There comes a point in every man's life when he must make a decision. Will I live moved by the noise around me? Or will I stand firm in the purpose within me? The greatest men in history, the ones whose names outlasted their breath, were not the loudest. They were the most unshakable. Marcus Aurelius said it perfectly. You have power over your mind on the outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. You will not control the rumors. You will not control the gossip, the envy, the betrayal, but you can control how you respond, and that is where your true greatness will be revealed. The Bible commands us with the same eternal wisdom. Be steadfast, immovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord, knowing that your labor is not in vain. 1 Corinthians 15:58. Steadfast, immovable, abounding, not moved by praise, not moved by attacks, not moved by opinions, moved only by purpose. The man who stands firm, who keeps building, who keeps moving forward, even when he is doubted, misunderstood, or betrayed, becomes the man the world cannot ignore, because strength like that is rare. It is magnetic. It commands respect, even from those who once mocked it. So today, decide to move with quiet fire, to work with relentless discipline, to outlast the noise, to outgrow the doubt, stand unshaken, and you will rise into a life that speaks volumes, even when you say nothing at all. Comment below. I will stand unshaken and let my greatness speak. You don't need to shout. You don't need to argue. You don't need to beg for recognition. You are not here to impress them. You are here to fulfill your calling. Let your silent progress echo louder than their noise. Let your resilience outlast their envy. Let your excellence break every doubt, and stand unshaken. And because the world may not understand you now, but one day they will have no choice but to respect the man you have become. Keep moving, keep building, keep becoming, because greatness doesn't argue. It proves, it endures, it rises, and it speaks without saying a single word. If you found power in this message, like this video, share it with a man who needs this strength today, subscribe for more encouragement, and drop a comment below. What spoke to you most today?